The comparison between gender norms and things fall apart in U.S. society today. Both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. This quote is an example of gender equality. There should be no limitation to anyone, and there shouldn't be different generalized expectations concerning gender. Today's society displays similar gender stereotypes with Things Fall Apart, which was set in the early 1900s, including women being more emotional than men, women having all responsibility of domestic work, and men being physically stronger than women. Gender equality is the idea that men and women are treated equally in society. Gender stereotypes are the ideas that men and women should be playing certain roles or how different a woman is from a man. Gender norms are the behaviors that are appropriate according to whether you are a female or a male. The novel Things Fall Apart is about people who lived in Nigeria, Africa, in the village of Umofia and lived by the Igbo culture in the early 1900s. In Things Fall Apart, women were shown as being responsible for domestic work and submissive. He belongs to the clan, he told her, so look after him. This was an order from Okonkwo given to his oldest wife to take care of Ikemefuna, which shows her being submissive because she did what she was told. The men in the novel are shown as being physically strong and get famed for their strength. Every nerve and every muscle stood out on their arms, their backs, and their thighs, and one almost heard them stretching to a breaking point. In the end, Okonkwo threw the cat. This was a fight show between Okonkwo and his opponent, proving that men get famed for their strength and the thought of women being weak because they were forbidden from the activity. Men are also seen as being unemotional, leaders, and always outworking. How can a man who has killed 5 men in battle fall to pieces because he added a boy to their number? This was a self-emotional conflict Okonkwo had after he helped sacrifice Ikemefuna, proving that showing any sign of emotion for a man was the sign of being weak. Today's society has shared gender stereotypes with the novel Things Fall Apart. Men and women still are limited to the same types of jobs. 95% of women have jobs at elementary and middle schools as teachers at 81.7%, and social workers were dominated by women. Men made just over 95% of workers in aircraft pilot and firefighter careers. Men also occupied over 86% of architect and engineering jobs. These quotes prove that women get the cleaner jobs while men get the dirtier jobs. This also relates to the gender roles in the novel. Men are supposed to be unemotional and strong, according to research. Men have been taught to keep their emotions to themselves. We were taught to believe sensitivity is synonymous with weakness. Like in Things Fall Apart, in today's society, men have the theory that a man who is emotional is a man who is weak. Women are supposed to be caregivers. According to research, boys are less likely to become caregivers because of the tradition of the male breadwinner. It is an idea still passed on through parents. Because this idea is still passed on in today's society, it leaves females to be the caregivers like in Things Fall Apart. All in all, the gender stereotypes in Things Fall Apart are still very similar to gender stereotypes in today's society in the US. They share the same ideas about emotion, strength, and types of jobs.